So with Wimbledon starting in the next couple of hours, we've had some big withdrawals over the last couple of days, but also some players that are coming in with question marks, whether or not they're actually going to make it to their first rounds. Let's go have a look at who is actually not playing Wimbledon and also who is injured. So starting on the women's side, still only the one withdrawal with Kalinina not playing the event, which is kind of shocking, but we have got a lot of injuries on the women's side. Starting with Badosa, she is injured. We saw her pull out of tournaments this week. There's a big question mark whether or not she'll make it to her first round. Ostapenko, she pulled out last week at Eastbourne with, looked like a leg injury, so we'll see if she can hopefully get to her first round match. Raducanu, she's been dealing with a back injury over the last couple of weeks. Now, she did play last week, so that's a good sign, but still, someone to keep an eye on. And Krejcikova, the defending champion, she pulled out last week in the quarterfinal stage of a tournament. After two very tough matches, she hasn't played that much this year, so maybe she was just trying to be precautionary, having to defend Wimbledon this week. So we'll keep an eye on her, though, because if she is sore, that'll make it interesting for the first round. On the men's side, the withdrawal list is very long. Starting with Zhang, he's withdrawn. Rusevori is also withdrawn. Nishikori, Tabilo, Korda have all pulled out. Nick Kyrgios, unfortunately, not able to play this tournament either. Feast, Casper Ruud, he is the most high-profile player not playing this event. Zhang is also not playing this event. Coric also out, and Hurkacz pulled out after the draw came out. So the withdrawal list is long, but the injury list is not as long for the men's side. Starting with Musetti, we haven't seen him since the French Open. And Pirikar, he's meant to be playing Fritz in the first round. He does have some sort of injury concern. He pulled out last week, last minute of a tournament. So two guys there that we've got to keep an eye on going into the first rounds. So there it is. That is the injury list and the withdrawal list. Again, it's so shocking that on the women's side, and it's great in a good way, that there's no withdrawals. There's only one withdrawal. So very, very strong field at Wimbledon. Of course, being on the women's side, it's very random at Wimbledon. Over the last couple of years, we've had some random champions that we didn't expect. Men's side of things, all the big guns are playing. You know, Ruud and Hurkacz are the two big ones that are not playing, and Feast as well, not playing, unfortunately. But let me know in the comments below. Who do you think is going to withdraw out of that list that I gave you? Do you think we're going to get all the players playing that I mentioned in the injury list? Badosa, Ostapenko, Krejcikova all have really fun first rounds, and they're also very dangerous. So it'd be great to see if they can all make it to the tournament. But there it is, withdrawal list. Wimbledon starts in a couple of hours.